Young man!
Oh, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well? Feeling good?
Yeah, I feel very good.
So, well, you look good, Phil. It's a bit of a colour in the cheeks there.
Yeah.
Now, Ross, tell us about keeping fit. What do you do to keep fit?
I used to be very good. I used to be a gym rat for years. I mean, as you get older, it gets harder.
Is that what you're called? A gym rat?
Gym rat.
Four times a week.
All down there
Now,
pumping the
yeah, now I just sort of jump to conclusions and skip the gym.
Fair enough.
Go for a walk with the dog, that's what I say. There you go. What about you, Phil?
I play a bit of football still, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a real fanatic, but I do like to keep fairly healthy.
Absolutely. Just keep the ticking
I've got
away.
young kids that keep you running around anyway.
I know, that's the thing. Well, I've got a dog, and I've also like to get out there and hit a bit of a few tennis balls. In fact, the lady on the programme today has seen me hit a few tennis balls, ladies and gentlemen. She's from London. Her name is Sharon Collins. Hi, Sharon. You're lovely. Hi. Welcome to the show. You look great. Come meet Ross.
Hi. Lovely to meet you.
So, Sharon, I know you've seen me in a few of those sort of pro celeb tournaments hitting a few tennis balls. How do you keep fit, though?
I'd rather not go to the gym. I'd rather watch paint dry, actually.
Right.
I think it's so boring.
I know, a lot of people feel that.
But I dance. I love to dance, and I love to eat healthily, and I brought some healthy ingredients today.
Beautiful. What type of dancing are we talking about? A little bit of, like our James getting out there ballroom, or are you more into...
Not exactly. I like jiving,
yeah.
But I recently did a course in Bollywood dancing.
Wow.
And there's quite a story there. I'll tell you about
all
it.
right, more of that on the way. Let's have a look at your ingredients then. Now, you said some interesting ingredients. Unusual at all? Is it not the norm?
You might think it's unusual. I brought along some kosher chicken breasts.
Oh, interesting.
Because I follow a kosher diet. Some broccoli, some Thai jasmine rice, some lemongrass, a mango and an onion.
Beautiful. And how much did you spend?
£5 exactly.
Well done. Absolutely on the button. What do you think, Chef? Are you into that?
Yeah, but it's pretty obvious which way we're going, but we might just confound you and go in a different direction. We'll have to confer.
Lovely. And we'll talk a little bit more about that lovely kosher meat in a moment. But first, meeting a friend of yours.
We are.
OK, they're the best of friends, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome from Northampton, Arnold Bennett. There's an omelette named after that, isn't there? How you doing, Arnold? Welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Come and meet Phil.
Hello, Phil. Nice to meet you.
So you're a bit of a dancer too, then, Arnold?
Yes, I used to go dancing.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was 17 at the Palais.
So not that many years ago, then?
No, not many.
Yeah, I bet you remember it fondly, though, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, Joe Loss, Victor Sylvester.
Yeah.
Never heard of them, have you?
No, but they're great bands. I remember their sort of Joe Last bands and all that.
terrific.
My father was a professional pianist. I know all about that stuff.
Ah, yes.
And it was great, isn't it? The great musical days. But more importantly, what type of shopper are you?
Well, a discerning shopper,
A
actually.
discerning shopper. Well,
I was taught by Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
Well, I used to go to the supermarkets, and you know how you used to grab things?
Yeah.
She used to put them back and then search for the better ones.
A really good friend,
Yeah,
then.
really
All
good
right,
friend.
Give it a good old shake for us, Arnold. There we are. Now, Arnold Bennett, and a lot of the chefs all over the country will be shouting out Arnold Bennett, because
Arnold
Phil,
Bennett.
it's a classic omelette, isn't it?
It's a
Yes.
classic omelette when he lived at the Savoy.
Yes.
It's a flat omelette that used to have a potato pipe around the top and cream smoked haddock, and he used to have it every day, apparently, didn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, and I was taught by the guy who was taught by Trompetto, the original chef, one of the original chefs of the Savoy.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. Lots of useful information.
Sorry
But
about
first, very briefly, Arnold, tell us about what you brought along here.
Well, I bought fish because everyone has high cholesterol nowadays, and the oils in the fish are very good for you.
OK.
The omega-3, isn't it? Yeah. And then the almonds also good for cholesterol, apparently. Yeah, they bring cholesterol down. And we've got tin pears there.
You've got tin pears. You've got a rather nice butternut squash, again healthy with the onion. And what type of cheese have we got
That's
here?
a blue cheese.
Just an ordinary blue cheese
blue
there.
Cheese.
It looks like Danish blue, actually.
Well, it's to counteract the cholesterol, isn't it?
We've got to get the balance right.
A little bit's fine.
Yeah, a bit of healthy fish and a slap of cheese. How much did you spend, Arnold?
£5 and 3 pence.
Lovely.
Top man.
Do you like the bag?
I like the bag very much.
OK, you chat with Arnold. You're getting on famously then. Let's find out what Ross is going to cook for lovely Sharon.
Well, we've got quite a lot here. I mean, obviously, with the rice and lemongrass, it sort of does really say Asia. So I think we're going to take... The chicken breast is huge, so we're going to take 3 different dishes. We're going to make a chicken salad with mango. We're going to make a chicken curry, but it's going to be a red curry. We're going to make a breakfast dish called tom kha, which is a rice soup. We're going to make some chicken balls with that, but we have to talk about that later. We're going to make rice pudding with glazed mangoes, and we have to talk about rice pudding because we're going to do something strange to that later as well.
Lots of strange carrying on here.
Sounds good, sounds good.
You happy with that?
I'm I'm very happy
Sharon
with
is delighted. Let's find out what her friend Arnold's got in the offerings then.
Right, I think we're going to do a tepid squash and almond soup from southern Spain.
Yeah.
We're then going to take the swordfish into two things, kebabs and a sesame crusted piece. We'll then do an onion salad to go underneath part of the fish. We'll then do a crumbled cheese dressing to go on the other part of the fish. And then we're going to do a hot pear tart tartare with almonds and that. And we'll do a little curry to go underneath the other part.
Mmm.
But not too hot.
Oh,
Not too hot.
Dear.
Yeah,
How's that, eh? That might make your hair grow back, mightn't it, eh?
My hair grow back.
It's funny, when you eat something spicy, it tingles on top.
Does it?
Yeah. All you follically challenged blokes know what I'm talking about, don't they? They all do. Ladies and gentlemen, our chefs have got 20 minutes to produce that wonderful food. I say ready, steady, cook. OK, up and away we go. Now, it's a rather large kosher breast of chicken we've got there. Ross is going to divide that and make that into a couple of really super things. We've got the mango that's going to be glazed on top of rice. We've got a nice jasmine-type rice. I didn't quite catch what you're going to do at the cauliflower, but all the same, I'm
cauliflower?
sure. Yeah, not as cauliflower, broccoli.
It's going to go into most things. Listen, Ains, do you think for some broccoli that Phil might give me half a red onion?
Aye, there you go, my man, there you go. And Phil's got swordfish over there. One of them's going to be on a kebab, the other one's going to be sesame crusted.
You're a fine chap.
And there we are, look at that. And we've got the old pears, that's going to be a little bit of a pear tartare with almonds. Yeah. And we've got the old butternut squash too that's going to be spiced up. That swordfish, well, just wait till you taste it, guys. You can't taste it, of course you can't taste it, but you can imagine, okay? All right, thanks very much indeed. Let's get back to Ross and let's find out how he's going to cut up his kosher chicken and see what he's going to do with it. Now, I've got to ask you straight off, actually, Sharon, what is the difference then? A lot of people say out there, yeah, but it's, you know, it's probably a little bit more expensive. What's the quality? Why should people, you know, spend that little bit more money?
First of all, the difference is the way the animal is reared, what it's fed on, and more importantly, the way that it's killed.
Yeah.
The animal isn't stunned.
Yeah.
It is, for example, with the chicken, when the chicken is slaughtered, the throat is slit, and the animal is purged of the blood.
4:30 in the afternoon,
Sorry,
ease up, love.
sorry, too much information. But the thing is, because of that, the animal is better reared and better cared for. I feel the flesh tastes far better.
Superior taste.
Far superior.
Yeah.
And I think if people, if they're passing a kosher butcher's, go in and try some kosher meat.
Yeah, have
it's
a go.
absolutely delicious. And it's no more expensive than organic meat. So.
Very nice indeed. Good point. OK, what's your take on the old kosher?
Oh, well, I mean, you know, the whole thing's very ancient, very complex, but things like you have to check the eggs for blood spots as well, because blood is not kosher.
Absolutely.
And obviously we're using, because I can't use milk for the rice pudding, I'm going to use soy milk.
OK.
There's a whole range of kosher cream and stuff that's made from, like margarine is kosher butter, if you like. It's made from other things. So
OK, lovely.
Laws.
Beautiful. All right, and will you be marinating this, Ross, in any particular way, the chicken?
I haven't quite got there yet. I'll have to think about it later.
OK, I'll come back and see you.
Yep,
all right, we'll let them crack on there. Let's go over to see Phil. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, your opportunity later on for one of you to win a £300 gourmet hamper. It really is a fabulous hamper. And all you have to do is answer a very simple question. More of that later on. Now, Phil, tell us how...
Almond soup.
Why are you... Oh, you're making a soup.
I'm making an almond
I thought
soup.
you were blanching them. Look at this one.
Oh, no, don't encourage him.
So, Arnold, what's with the goggles? Because you're doing the onions.
I don't cry.
Ah.
Me no cry with this on.
Look at Arnold with his goggles on there, eh? I thought you're going to go swimming in his soup or something. All right,
Don't
Arnold.
encourage him. We are making here the soup, almond soup. Now, if you go to Spain, they do a cold almond and garlic soup, which is delicious. You know, I'll do a bit of a twist on that. So a bit of chicken stock in there, Ains.
OK. Have you got the chicken stock?
No, it's already in there, Ains. It's already in there.
OK,
And we're going
lovely.
to chop up the squash and put the almonds in. Now, sometimes you can blanch the almonds, but if you get the really fresh ones, they're so full of flavour. But here, I'm just going to use the blanching.
OK, then.
OK.
Well, a lot of people don't
Tart
have that choice.
Dead simple. Now, it should be puff pastry, Ains.
I
haven't got any puff pastry, so I made some sweet pastry there.
OK, chef.
OK.
And do you want that tipped out onto your board here?
Yep, so I'm going to give it a quick...
OK, and quantities here, Phil?
Quantities are roughly, I would say, half a pound of flour, which is 225 grams, isn't it? Is it right?
Yeah.
And about 100 grams of butter.
Yeah.
Nice and cold. I want it slightly buttery.
OK, slightly buttery.
OK.
All right, and why is that?
Because it makes it a richer pastry.
All right, then, lovely.
And also, a little tip here, Ains. If you just pick up a piece of pastry and just pull it apart, if it comes apart like that, it's fine. OK?
And
Means
if it's
it's
too
nice
stringy?
and short. Yeah. If you work the pastry, you keep working it, when you pull it apart, it looks like glue.
Yeah.
So don't overwork the pastry. It should just pull apart like that.
There you go. Very good tip, guys, OK? You know what Phil's like in the pastry department? Very, very confident, and as a result, he can pass on really good tips to you. Don't overwork your pastry when you make it. But when would you overwork the pastry
Well,
then, Phil?
I would say roll it out twice and no more.
Yeah.
Because by the time you roll it out a second time, you're working the gluten. Gluten then goes stretchy. When you put it in the pan, it collapses. And it falls to pieces.
Now, tell us about this tatin.
Right.
We've got the sugar that's boiling up here, then what have you done?
Here I've got sugar and almonds and tinned pears. I'm going to take it off the heat, Annie, sorry, because it's a bit hot.
OK, I'll turn that off.
OK,
Yeah.
and I'm going to literally pop in the pastry.
Yeah, I'll hold that
top
for
like
you.
that. Get it nice and brown, pastry on top, straight in the oven.
OK, lovely.
OK, mate.
You don't push down the edges too much.
No,
then,
don't
Phil?
push down the edges, and I'll make a little hole in the top there.
OK, that's just to relieve that. OK,
And also
here's the
another
oven.
point I need to say is,
Yeah.
nice one. Can you put that in there for me? Actually, in there.
He's done a very good job. Look at that. That's fantastic. Round of applause for Arnold's chopped onions. Very good indeed. Oh, dear. Are you sure you're not a welder?
Don't encourage me, mate, I keep telling you. Right, actually, Arnold, can you just break that up into florets for me?
Yep.
OK, small pieces. No, use your knife.
OK.
All right.
Can you see what you're doing?
Yep.
You sure?
He likes to keep them
Sure,
on.
sure.
There they are. They're off now. All right, fantastic. OK.
OK.
Now, that's cooking down. Well, when I come back, we're going to talk fish, or you're going to tell me fish now?
I'll come back, Haynes.
OK, we'll do that.
Nice one.
Swordfish, we're talking swordfish over there, which can be a little bit dry. Best to kind of marinate it or something like that. But first, let's find out about Ross's lemongrass and what he's going to be doing with this lovely kosher chicken.
OK, so the lemongrass, I've taken the tops off. That's going into our stock over there. Now, I can't use chicken stock cubes because they're not kosher, but I've used vegetarian stock. So put some extra flavour in there. I've added some onions, some lemongrass tops, some garlic, and we'll add some spices. So that's the top.
How fragrant is lemongrass? A lot of people see it, they think it's a bit woody, they're they shy away from it a bit, Ross. What do you say?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, it's just one of those wonderful things. It's another name is citronella, and anybody who's been in the tropics who's used a natural product to keep mosquitoes away, will have used citronella.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. So if it keeps mosquitoes away, it must be quite fragrant. It's got a fantastic oil in it. It's just wonderful stuff. Very fragrant. Now this is because we don't have a lot.
Yeah.
This is the harder stuff. That's going to go into our curry paste. Yeah. The finer stuff, the really tender stuff, we're going to use in the salad. Okay, so I'm going to very, very finely slice that up. And as long as it's the inner bit and it's finely sliced, you can eat this quite happily. The outside is very, very woody and tough.
Good. Sharon, do you like Thai food then? Do you like Asian stuff?
I love Thai food. It's my favourite food. I think I love Indian food too, but Indian food can sometimes be a bit too strong, a bit too hot. I think it's more sophisticated. You've still got the spices, but it's more subtle.
Sure, absolutely. I can understand that, yeah.
So into our paste, we're also going to add some garlic, some onion.
A lot of garlic here, Ross.
We'll get through it.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I hope you're not going on a date tonight, love.
No, it's all right. Well, I don't know. I live in hope.
There you go, Doc. Anything can happen.
In North London.
Pardon? What did he say?
He said, I thought you said you lived in North London.
We've made that with our unbranded soy milk rather than milk.
OK.
Right.
And how will that change the taste? Would it not be as creamy?
No.
OK, that's all it is,
but
guys.
But there are products you can use.
All right, then. There are other things that you can make it to make it taste a lot creamy.
Come out a bit faster.
Are you OK?
It's all right,
Let me get your cloth up here.
Yeah, because
all right, Chef, tell us a bit more about this paste.
I'm also putting a little ginger. I'd like some fresh ginger, but we don't have any. A little cumin, because we're going to have a southern curry. A little coriander, and a little chilli. Now, we need a little water in there to bring it all together. I'm going to whiz it up into being a paste. It should be a nice, thick paste.
All right, then, Chef.
How hot do you like things, Sharon?
Not too hot.
Not too hot.
No.
That's about that much, then.
I like my men hot, but not my food hot.
Lovely. All right, then, so you give that a good old blitz. Oh, there you go. And bringing all those flavours together.
And you'll be quite surprised how much garlic you actually put into this.
I know, it really does. And what's the traditional way that the Indians like to cook it? They blitz down ginger and garlic, don't they?
Well, the Indians have about 4 different ways of doing it. One of the nicest ones is you either sort of fry them and then blend them, or you blend them and then fry them, so that's perfect.
OK. Either way, you're imparting lots of
you
flavour.
can just pass those over to me, thank you.
OK.
And if you turn over your board and wash your knife.
Off. Let's get that on for you.
OK.
There you go.
Now, I want you to take the 2 cheeks off and peel them, please.
Right.
And then take off the rest of the flesh.
Now, earlier on, you were talking about the old Bollywood dancing, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
Well, you see, because I said I'm a bit of a couch potato, you see, Ainsley.
Yeah.
And I hate going to the gym. I hate any form of exercise, but I love dancing. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to get myself fit. decided to do a course of Bollywood dancing. Started doing it, fantastic, but very high impact, you know.
Lots of movements.
A lot of this hip movement,
come
right?
and show me out here. Come and show me a bit of the old Bollywood dancing. All right, darling. So it's a bit of that,
a bit of that, a bit of that. All that.
Oh, yeah,
But you see, we had to do it with one hip.
Oh, I see.
I'm doing it. I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I've done something. Oh, my God. I knew I'd done something to myself. I had 2 months of physiotherapy, and that taught me a lesson for doing Bollywood dance. I'm not as young as I used to be. That's the trouble, you see. That's
you need to practice it, didn't you?
But it was fantastic. Yeah. It's a really lovely thing to do.
It's very colourful too, and they put all their lovely sari stuff.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Brilliant. Get out there. There's all sorts of things to keep fit with. You don't need to go to the gym all the time. But the gym's your bag. I'm not knocking it. There we are. OK, you're chopping that up. Let's find out. So what about the sesame seed? What's this going to be used for?
Well, because I don't have any coconut milk to make the curry, I'm just going to use a little sesame seed paste to thicken it.
OK. That's good. And we're normally talking about tahini, guys. That's the sesame seed paste, OK?
But it's too strong for Thai curry, but I'm just, we're making something Thai-styled rather than Thai. So that's
OK, lovely. All these lovely things are boiling together.
Well, I've got some time. I'm just going to reduce that down. That's great.
OK. All that's happening.
OK.
And a little bit of a whisk thing going on there. You're quite comfortable?
Yeah,
yeah,
taking those off in cubes.
You're happy to take all that mango like that?
No.
What did you want?
Never mind. No, sorry, I wanted them taken off and peeled, but that's OK. We'll keep that one whole, and that's OK. You can
carry on with this
just dice everything else.
Yeah, dice it up. All right, don't worry about it. What about your chicken, Ross? We've got to get that going soon. All right, back down here. We're in the red tomato kitchen, and every time we come back, you never know what Arnold's going to put on, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. All right, goggles and chef's hat.
You want to see his thong?
Has he got a thong?
No.
I don't want to look at his thong.
No.
There you go. OK, now, tell us what's happening here, Phil.
Right, squash. Now, a lot of people think you have to take off the skin, but you don't. You can eat the skin. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to put some squash into there with some cumin and some curry powder.
Yeah.
Arnold doesn't like it too spicy, so we're going to just warm that through. I'm going to put a touch of water in it and then put a lid on, so you're part frying it, part steaming it.
Yeah, oh, beautiful.
Okay? That's get all the flavour in. Yeah. So like this, we just put a little tiny bit of water into there. Yeah. Like that. Lid on.
And just let that cook down. Now, you're a very interesting character, besides your lovely sort of, you know, fancy dress items that you bring along.
Well, I thought, yes.
You're into researching antivirals and stuff like that?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
And do you do something at Kingston University?
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that, Arnold.
We won a Smart Award. My company won a Smart Award of £50,000 to look into enhancing a particular fruit which skin has antiviral products.
Wow, is this in some jungle somewhere then?
Yes, well, yes, it does, yes. Yeah. I went to South America back in the 80s, and they told me then that there's a cure for everything in the jungle. Unfortunately, the jungle is disappearing fast. Yeah. And it's just a shame that we're not actually, as a human race, be able to find out exactly what cures there are.
What the cure is. So what was the fruit that they were referring to?
Can't tell you that.
You can't tell.
I'm sorry.
No.
Because it will one day be painted, and I can't tell you that.
I know.
You know the fruit?
Yeah.
All right, we'll have a little chat later.
All right,
with you,
see me
Sharon.
afterwards.
All right. You see, Sharon knows all about it.
Yeah, well,
you told Sharon, but you won't tell me.
No, I'm not going to tell everybody.
There's 4 million people watching
That's
out there.
right.
That's right. Everyone will run out. I know. He's talking about bananas.
But this particular fruit will actually, it won't cure it, but it certainly remedy herpes. And herpes is one of the main problems we've got today, whether it's genital or whether it's on the lips.
Face or something like that.
And this particular product that we are going to produce actually can be put into the eyes, and and that's very unusual. You can't do that with many other products.
Great.
No.
It's got another side to the dancing man, ladies and gentlemen. There's all, you know, people are so interesting. Phil, tell us how you're cooking this, how long you should cook it for too. You've only got 6 minutes to go, gentlemen.
I'm going to cook it really quickly, Ains, and let the residual heat finish it off. Now, I've cooked that
what do you want me to do
with it? I'll tell you what you can do. Yes, please, whisk it up, please. Yeah. Thank you. What am I doing now?
Yeah, you're telling me about the residual heat that you're going to be finishing off cooking the saltfish with.
What I'm going to do, literally, is just cook it for a couple of seconds on each side.
And you don't overcook the saltfish. It dries out, guys. I was saying this before.
It's like overcooked tuna. Yeah. So literally, I'm going to give it that amount there. I'm going to get a quick bit of light lemon juice.
OK, and the other piece here, you can see Phil said he was going to crush it with the sesame seeds. There it is.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it in a warm place, Ains.
OK.
Into there. Yeah. Literally, swirl it around the pan, take it out. That's it. That's all it needs. Residual heat will finish that perfectly.
Yep.
OK.
OK.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Now,
keep
what about
whisking,
this
keep whisking,
then?
keep whisking.
Keep whisking.
Oh, you've got to whisk it up. Are you making a custard?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having a little bit of custard. That's kind of nice, isn't it? A little bit of custard going there.
We've got a few minutes, haven't we?
And do you cook at home then, Arnold?
Yes, I cook at home.
Yeah, how many times a week would you say?
Every day.
Every day?
Yes.
And do you entertain Sharon? Does she come round?
No, I don't entertain Sharon, but I entertain all sorts of other people.
Yeah.
One of my worst disasters was having 16 people around for a Christmas meal.
Oh.
And I had the flu on the first day, you know. When you wake up, you feel hot and sweaty and you can't get out of bed.
So you had to cancel it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was a bit of a disaster. What happened to all the food?
It's one of the turkeys still in the freezer.
And
5 years ago.
Oh, I know, exactly.
Just wondering which dog to give it to.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to get rid of it somehow. OK, that's cooked down, that lovely caramelisation. It's steamed a little bit.
Perfect.
Remember what Phil said? Interestingly enough, you don't need to cut the skin off there. Nope. You can leave it on there and eat it. Adds a little bit of texture to it. So don't be frightened of that. Just give it a bit of a wash and chop it up. Lots of coriander and lemon juice, Chef.
Great little tip for you.
Yeah.
When you cut a lemon in half,
do
you squeeze it that way, the seeds fall out?
Yeah.
If you squeeze it that way, the pips stay in the thing.
OK, that's lovely. OK.
You're not impressed, are you?
I'm very impressed, Phil, but I know it. But everybody out there, I'll feel you throw one of my bowls away. What do you like? There you go. All right, all coming together now. Okay. We've got the onions cooking now. I'm going to pop back down and see Ross, then come and have a chat with you. OK, Rossi, how's it going?
We're going very well, mate. Don't you worry.
OK, we've got the chicken. Tell us what you've done with that.
That's just gently stir-fried, basically. We're going very well on there. This is our red curry with broccoli and chicken. That's poaching away. We've got... What happened to that red onion, Phil?
How much do you need?
Just a tablespoon there. That's
I've actually softened it for you, look.
Super, thank you very much. That's for our salad.
Forgot.
Cheers, mate.
Chopped onion, warm chopped onion in the salad. That's a bit of a long recipe and stuff like that, isn't it?
How much mint?
Leaves, like half a cup of leaves and half a cup of coriander.
OK, we've got 3 minutes to go now, guys.
Coriander,
Time is absolutely cracking on. We've got the rice is cooked over there. That's already just being literally drained as I speak.
Leaves.
And look at that. All right, that chicken is looking good. Oh, and what's this, Ross, here? This is boiling quite. All right, then, that's the curry. Remember, guys, we're not allowed to use any of the traditional things. We didn't have any coconut, which we normally associate with this style of food or curries from that part of the world. So he's totally improvised. He still creates that lovely creamy texture without using cream.
I'm using egg white, but I've checked there's no blood on the egg.
OK. Very, very important. All those little things are very, very important. And do you celebrate every Friday night? Do you get round with the family and have a chat?
We certainly do. Every Friday night, my daughter comes round with her boyfriend, and we celebrate. We light the candles, we say prayers, and it's a family time. It's a time when the family comes together. It's the end of the week, and it's just a lovely, lovely time, lovely family time.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
It is.
We need that. We need to find the time to do that.
Well, in today's modern life, I think we need to slow down and do important things, you know?
2 minutes to go now, guys. 2. What do you think of the food? Are you impressed here?
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, there's lots of lovely stuff coming there. Really, really good. Ross blitzing down a little bit of chicken. That's going to go into our stock, so don't panic, ladies and gentlemen, or into our oil. We've got the gorgeous salad there. All sorts of... Sorry, Chef. All sorts of wonderful things happening in the salad. Just look at these lovely colours. We've got the mango in there. We've got the chicken in there. We've got the broccoli in there, some onions, all sorts of lovely things all combined together. That's it. 1.5 minutes to go. Do you need any lime juice in here?
Yeah, lime juice in the salad and in the curry, please.
OK, bit of lime juice just to finish these off. Here we go.
And then a squirt of soy in there would be great.
And
I'm thinking soy is...
There you go.
And a squirt of soy would be wonderful.
That's beautiful. Right, coming down to that last minute, any second now. Let's get this food done.
What can I do? What can I do?
If you could pick some leaves off and leave them alone.
OK, there you go. A little bit of soy and a touch of soy in there too. Actually, a little bit of salt going in there. OK, the music has begun. Will our chefs get this food out on time? This is looking good. All right, then. You should have brought your violin along with you, shouldn't you, Arnold? You could have played us some music.
Wherever you want, boss.
All right, glazing that up, looking good. Let me hold that. You can get that onto a plate.
Brilliant.
OK. OK, we've got 30 seconds to go now, guys. Let's get this food out. Really starting to hurry it along now. Phil is just displaying everything, making it look really, really lovely and beautiful. OK, audience, remember you're voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. did he? To remind you of what our chef started with, Ross Burton had in his bag some kosher chicken breast, along with lemongrass, jasmine rice, broccoli, mango and a large onion, whilst Phil Vickery started off with some swordfish, a large butternut squash, a tin of pears, flaked almonds, blue cheese and a red onion. Well, it doesn't matter what part of the world you come from, great food is great food. He took a little bit of time to finish off his food over here, didn't you, Rossi?
Oh, well, it's, you know, 20 minutes and 1 second.
Come round here. Come and join me round here, Sharon. Pick up your cutlery and have a little bit of a go. And tell us, Chef, what are you going to call this?
It takes 2 to mango.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
OK, you have a bit of a try. Tell us what you think. What did you do with your ingredients then,
Well,
Ross?
it was a very nice big fillet there. So I took some of it and sautéed it lightly, and it's tossed with mint and coriander and red onion and lemongrass, lime zest, lime cha-la-la-la. One of the other interesting things is this broccoli stalk in there. It was quite traditional to peel the broccoli stalk and cut it and put that into a salad.
It tastes good.
The rest, excuse me, we made a paste out of the trimmings from the lemongrass, garlic and onion and a little tomato and the soy milk and what have you. We poached the chicken in that for a curry. We took the leftover trimmings of the chicken, we blended that with the egg white and some coriander with some garlic, salt and pepper. We made little chicken balls. This is the tom kha.
Yeah.
And there should be rice at the bottom of that. We made a vegetable stock, but to give it more flavour, we flavoured that with sesame oil, soy and various other things. And very traditionally, these are fried slices of garlic on the top to give it a little bit more pungency. We cooked the rice pudding with its lovely little vanilla here with the soy milk, and then we glazed the mango. And that's just given us a really sort of lovely bit of
glaze. You tuck into that.
And it's all served, obviously, with rice. So you've got textures, you've got liquid and solid and hot and cold and spicy and...
Oh, it's delicious. That is just fabulous.
Not bad for 20 minutes, eh?
It's not bad in 20... And look at those lovely colours, ladies and gentlemen, incorporated into it. Oh, fantastic.
Give me some ideas. I'm delighted.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Very nice indeed. Your turn, Arnold. Hey, what's happened to your gear, mate? I thought you bet the hat or something was on.
This up there. Yes.
OK, lovely to have you here. Go on, you tuck in, tell us what you think. But, Mr Vickery, what about a name?
It may take 2 to mango, but nothing compares to this. OK.
All right, Phil, tell us what you did.
Dead easy. I'll just show you this fish here.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, you can just see the fish there. Look at that. It's still very undercooked but warm. That's really important. We just made a very quick squash stew with a touch of curry, cumin, lemon juice, coriander, and a few onions. And we cooked it the lid on to keep all that lovely flavour in. We just brushed a little bit of egg white onto the swordfish, sesame seeds, literally 30 seconds each side, left it in a warm place.
Okay.
Here we made kebabs, the same thing, but we used a crushed blue cheese, onions and chive dressing with lemon juice and olive oil. Really simple and fresh. Here we made the soup with almonds, garlic and squash. Dead easy, and just liquidised it. Now, in Spain, they'll serve that cold, a version of that cold, but that's almost tepid. Here we made an almond and pear tart tartan with a very rich pastry, and then we just, what Arnold did, made a little bit of custard here, just to go all over the top of that. Look at that. And you've got to eat all that in 5 minutes.
What do you think of the flavours here then, Arnold? Are they appealing? Because you probably don't normally cook your fish so soft, do you?
No, I don't actually, no. But, I mean, it is wonderful.
I'll taste that. I'll be right, be hot, be careful.
No, that's my favourite dish.
Is it? Good man. Both of them got favourite dishes, ladies and gentlemen, but will they be the best of friends after this result? Let's find out.
Oh, yes,
is it going to be a green pepper day or a red tomato one? Audience, will you all please vote now? And up they go, and have a look at this.
Oh, my word.
Today is a red tomato day! Very close there, wasn't it? Very close indeed. Well done to you, Phil. £100 spending money there for you,
Thank
Arnold.
you very much.
That perhaps buy you a few more goggles and some nice hat. Maybe
But I would like to say something.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to my little friend over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
She needs it more than I do.
Oh, how lovely.
Thank you.
And, of course, not only that, you get the lovely hamper too.
Thank you. Oh, I've done very well today, haven't I?
You'll have to invite him round for a
I
bit of a meal.
I will.
Fantastic. You enjoyed yourself?
I've had a lovely time.
Thank you so much for coming on the programme. It's great to have you here. Well done, Ross.
No problem at all.
What a
Thank
trip,
you.
a journey,
Thank
a
you.
culinary journey around the world, I think you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen. All sorts of lovely food here. Both chefs have done exceptionally well. And so have our lovely contestants. Let's hear it for Sharon and Arnold. OK. I promised you more food, but first we need to see the ingredients, and here they are. Oh, mini mozzarellas. You like those, Rossi?
Yeah, he loves them.
OK, we've got olives, we've got a can of peeled tomatoes, we've got some rocket, we've got some smoked duck breast there, and a nice avocado, ripe avocado. All there, lots of lovely ingredients, but how are the chefs going to pull them together, chef?
I think the peeled tomatoes, and we've got all the bits and juice, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can drain that and make a Virgin Mary, I think, and make it nice and spicy and sort of rather good. We can make a duck-filled avocado shell in the style of the 70s. We'll use these to garnish these. Oh, they're delicious anchovies. Anchovies. We can make a Caesar salad dish, and use this instead of parmesan, and a guacamole dip. There you go.
Guacamole dip. OK, there we are. Nice ideas of just sort of bringing all those lovely ingredients together. But hey, what have you got to say?
What this is to me, Ains, is a big plate of nibbles. So we do avocado vinaigrette on its own. We'd bake the other half with some anchovy. We'd make a little dry rocket salad. We'd perhaps do some little tiny pieces of bread with mozzarella baked in the oven. The anchovies we'll wrap around some of the duck. We'll make a little bit of a spicy tomato dressing and just make like a plate of starter type things.
OK.
Nibbly bits.
Little meze going on there.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
OK, you've heard what our chefs have desire to do with these ingredients. What about our Stew Georgians? They've got to make a decision whether it's going to be a green pepper or a red tomato. Will you all please vote now? And up they go.
It's your day, mate.
And, oh, yes. Oh, I think
I was only joking.
I know, Phil. Sometimes people like to see your meze. Let's get cooking. All right. OK, Phil, 10 minutes cooking time starts now. Let's go.
Can you make some your juice for me?
There you go. Beautiful. In lovely oil. What would you like me to do for you, Phil?
Ains, can you make me a... Would you like to make me a rocket sort of salsa-y, type thing?
Lovely. I'll do that.
If that's possible.
Oh, they're on sticks. Yeah, that's very cute. I'm going to grab 2 of those.
OK. That's great. Lovely. And what will you be starting on with, my man?
First of all, I'm going to just get this bread on the go, because we're going to do some little tiny bruschetta sort of things.
OK.
With the mozzarella. And what I don't want to do, Ains, is actually melt the cheese. I want to keep it sort of fairly... Almost like a...
what do you think of the mini mozzarella balls, then,
I think they're great.
Are they OK, or are you a traditionalist? Do you like the buffalo stuff?
Well, I have to say, I did make a film once down in Italy at Buffalo Mozzarella Farm. It was amazing. But...
And what's the process? How long does it actually take to...
20 minutes.
20 minutes only?
Start to finish.
Oh, it's a bit like Ready, Steady, Cook, then, isn't it?
I promise you, we did it. I didn't believe it, I have to say.
Yeah.
But these sort of things are great. They're great convenience food. They're actually quite nice in salads. They're quite trendy, you know.
Absolutely. Looks pretty good and nice and convenient to have in your larder.
And you get in most supermarkets now, so it's, you know,
great.
Quite nice. What I'm going to do, Ainsley, also is... Because I do quite like smoked duck, but I wouldn't normally cook it. Like, what I'm going to try and do is just crisp it up quickly.
OK, just sear it a little bit?
Just sear it a little bit, yeah.
OK, so in a dry pan, then, is it,
Dry
Phil?
pan, yeah.
OK. And remember, you've got the fat from the duck, guys, and that's one of the reasons that's going to naturally kind of create its own oil there.
And it will actually sort of crisp up a bit like bacon. And it will intensify the flavour.
All right, lovely.
Right, avocado, Ains. What I'm going to do here is just cut this in half, like that. Get it out, and then... What we'll do is we'll scoop out. We'll scoop out the 2 lots, and we'll whack one in the oven.
Yeah.
Just to warm it through. I know Anthony Royal Thompson hates it, but I think it's quite nice warm avocado.
OK.
So it's going to...
I know, but everyone has their own thing, don't they? Some chefs dislike things. It depends what everybody wants out there. We've all got different tastes. Now, Chef, do you just want the anchovies in here because they're all on sticks, or do you want the olives in there too?
We'll take some off, Ains, if you don't mind, because I'd like to put...
No, I don't mind at all.
There.
You could just have the anchovies in there if you wish.
We'll do a classic vinaigrette.
OK, well, this is like a Salsa Verde that I'm doing here, though, isn't it?
Salsa Verde. I absolutely love it. Right, what we'll do, Ains, is we'll pop a little bit of chilli in there, into there.
Beautiful. And what's the idea of scoring the avocado? You're going to get all the lovely...
Just warm
dressing.
It through quicker.
Yeah, OK, it warms through a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And whatever dressing that you're going to put on it too, of course, that will kind of seep through a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, what I don't like, Ainsley, is avocado too warm. If you just take the chill off it, there's so much oil in it, it'll actually sort of soften very, very quickly.
OK.
So be quite careful on that one.
Lovely.
OK.
All right, now, guys, talking about the Salsa Verde, traditional. What we've got in there is the anchovies. You've got the oil. We've got the garlic going in there. I'm using rocket. Traditionally, it's parsley. And, of course, a little lemon zest, too, that I'm going to be grating in there. And just going to blitz that down with a little bit of olive oil, and you use that as a dressing. Classic Italian dish, the old Salsa Verde. Very nice indeed.
And it actually varies from different regions in Italy as well.
Do you want a little chilli in here or not?
Yeah, go on, Ainsley. Whatever you want to put in there. It's fine by me.
OK, let's find out what Ross Burton's doing over there. Tell us, Chef.
Well, I'm just making my mix for the Virgin Mary. It's a bit of a hot one. I like to put horseradish and celery seeds in it. Don't have any, but I put some coriander, which makes it nice and fresh, I think. I'm just going to toast a little bit, but pan bagnata is what I make. It's sort of a tomatoey bread. It's like a Spanish version of bruschetta, but it's got lots of lovely things on it. And I was just thinking about bocconcini. Bocca is a mouth. Bocconcini means little mouth fillers because they're just big enough to put in your mouth. Yeah. Exactly. Now, mozzarella comes from the word mozzare, meaning to break off. Basically, you make curd cheese like you would if you're making paneer or anything like that. And then you boil it. You put it into boiling water. When it goes stretchy, you know how cheese goes stretchy under the heat, whether it's grilled. Well, it goes stretchy under the water. You pull it out and you stretch it and you pull all the molecules together. Then you mozzarella, you cut a piece off and you roll it up together and that becomes a mozzarella. Yeah. That's why when you cut into decent buffalo mozzarella, you get those layers because it's been wound around itself. Wow. Whereas bocconcini won't have that because what you do is you make the cheese and you stretch it out into sausages and then put in the casing, you clamp it to make the little... That's why they look pinched off.
But when we made the cheese, Ross, they had 3 guys just putting lumps off and dropping it into water, and you don't have to chill it. It'll keep ambient temperature for 3 days.
Yeah. Brilliant. There you go. Hey, lots of useful information from our chefs today, ladies and gentlemen, and more knowledge of their cooking broad culinary brains coming your way. Today's question comes from Joe and Jerry via an email. Hello, good afternoon to you both. Could you please ask your chefs to give us an idea of what to do with the 99% chocolate my husband and I found whilst travelling through France last year. It's very bitter. I'm not sure how it could be used as a dessert. You're absolutely right there. And considering you've got to add sugar and cream and stuff to it, it's going to be an interesting subject for them.
99%?
99%. Wild. That's just too bitter, though, isn't it?
You'll find in France, what will happen, Ains, is you get baking chocolate, which is almost like... when you make chocolate, basically, you take out the cocoa butter and cocoa mass and you make chocolate. What's left is the husk. Yeah. And they grind it up to make cocoa powder. But what generally happens is you end up with a really coarse, very, very bitter outer casing. That's probably what it is. But if you make pan au chocolat or baking chocolate, that's what they use because they want a really, really powerful chocolate cake.
That's why they
without
put
the
it
cream.
there.
Yeah. I would suggest making a milkshake with it, a cold one with ice cream in it, or cooking it like we do that cocoa sauce.
OK,
with
what about a nice hot chocolate then and sweetening it slightly?
Yeah, but you've got to be careful, because it is so powerful.
OK, so bitter. Yep. OK, Joe and Jerry, there you have it. You got anything to add to that, Ross?
I think, actually, one thing you could do would be a flourless chocolate torte. Yeah. Something like 200 grams of that melted, 200 grams of butter melted into it, 200 grams of sugar and 4 eggs. Beat up, melt it all together. Beat the egg yolks with the sugar. When the mixture's cool, beat that in. Beat up the whites. Make a mousse out of it. Put it all into a pan and give it about 30 minutes in the oven and serve with raspberries sprinkled with sugar.
Woo. There you go, another lovely recipe. Give our chefs a round of applause. That was some lovely information. That was great. You know, sometimes we don't know the answer to things, but when we do, it's nice to get all sorts, a bit of history, all sorts of things, the way things are made, and of course now you found out a little bit more about the old cocoa there. Hope that helps you guys, and do keep those questions coming in. Every afternoon we're going to be doing our best to answer them for you. All right, now let's crack on here.
That's right.
Right,
all right, there you go.
Can I show you this, This is what I'm talking about.
And the competition's coming up. Don't forget that. £300 luxury gourmet hamper. Oh, yes, Ainsley. Yes, what were you going to show?
This is avocado. See how that fat is warming up? Look at that. And that's what you want. No further than that, Ains.
OK, so literally 3 or 4 minutes in the oven, no more than that.
Ains, you could maybe drop a little vinaigrette on there for me, could
Absolutely.
you? Just a drizzle of olive oil.
Do you want me to make up a little bit for you,
No,
Chef?
I just think sprinkle olive oil would be fine,
OK, a little bit of drizzling of oil and balsamic. That'll be quite nice.
Duck breast.
OK. Nice. There we are. 2 minutes to go now, guys. There we are. Just a touch of olive oil there.
With some parsley
just a little
and some
bit of
soy sauce. Soy sauce is quite nice as a dressing because...
There we are. Soy sauce is quite nice as a dressing?
Because you don't need salt, you see. You want soy sauce and oil.
OK.
Go a long way.
Lovely. There you go. All right, then. Now a little bit of black pepper on there, too. That's it. All sorts of lovely things here. As he said, it's a little bit like a meze that's all sort of coming together.
What's that tomato dressing ready?
Mm-hmm. You didn't ask. You said to play. What's the dressing?
You want a dressing?
We'll be in a minute, mate.
No, fine, don't worry.
No, it's okay. What type of dressing do you want, Phil?
No dressing.
No.
Tomato thing on toast. Over there.
Tomato on what? What are you talking about?
Tomato thingy on toast.
Oh, don't worry about it, Phil. Here we are. Pour that in there and I'll get the rest of the tomatoes and make a little dressing for you.
How long have we got, Ains?
That's okay. Why? You've got a minute and a half. There you go. Let's get that out there. All right, then. Can I use the rest of those tomatoes?
Yeah, go for it.
OK, we've got a little bit of garlic in that, just rushed in there. OK, that's it. Lovely. All right, Chef, can I bother the cloth? That's it. Quick tomato dressing. That's it. I'm going to use the rest of that lemon too in there. You don't mind that, Chef? Here we are.
Orange avocado.
There you go. OK, 40 seconds to go. Let's get it out then, guys. All right then, now, a little bit of olive oil, a bit of lemon juice, and I'm putting a little bit of pepper in there. And I'm just going to put just a touch of fresh mint in there, tomato and mint dressing.
Thank you.
I think will be absolutely lovely, guys. OK, here you go. Right, 20 seconds to go now. Where do you want the tomato dressing, Phil?
The avocado.
There we are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
Simple.
Very nice. Well done, Ross. Nice little drink there to complement everything. Now, what about a name for this then, Chef?
Duck, this mozzarella going really fast.
It's pretty good, though, isn't it? Yeah. And what did you do with your ingredients?
Right, it's very simple. We wrapped the raw or cooked duck breast, as it were, out of the packet, just in the olives and anchovies, and just kept it dead simple. You made a salsa verde to go on top. Again, this sort of ingredients, as Ross has always said, make perfect snacky food. Then we just toasted some bread, put a mozzarella ball on there and 2 types of sauce. We baked one avocado just to warm the oils through. We then put the mozzarella cheese on the other one. I made a quick salad here with just rocket, soy sauce, no salt, olive oil, sesame seeds,
crispy duck,
and then roasted that one.
Well, the pan bagnette, the idea is it's supposed to actually soak through. It's not supposed to be crunchy like an Italian one. It's supposed to get sloppy, but it's garlic and tomatoes, anchovies, olives, lots of basil, and then I cheated and put a little bit of dried oregano on the bocconcini because I thought that'd be quite a nice thing.
That's quite nice, and you've got a lovely little drink there.
Virgin Mary, tomato juice, coriander, horseradish if you can, celery sauce if you can, lots of Tabasco, lots of Worcester sauce, and lots of Russian lather if you can.
Oh, it's like a drink that you want to celebrate with, ladies and gentlemen, and you might well be celebrating today because I'm going to give you an opportunity of, well, certainly one of you an opportunity of winning a £300 gourmet hamper. And all you have to do is answer Nick Nairn's simple question.
Broad, runner and kidney are all types of what? A, rice, B, bean, or C, pasta? To be in with a chance of winning, call 090 111 10810. That's 090 111 10810. Lines close at midnight and calls cost 25p.
Lovely. OK, thanks very much indeed, Nick. Good luck, everybody. Get dialing. Really, you could be in possession of that lovely hamper. From all of us here, Phil, Ross and myself, see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.